Okay, so what we're looking at now is we're looking at Keith and Teddy. Keith is on the left and Teddy's on the right, and they're setting up a winch rod. Now, Keith has got a 12-foot catfish rod with the boom on, and what he's done is Teddy has clipped the boom of the winch rod to Keith's boom of his catfish rod. Now the weight is on the catfish rod, which is Keith's just about to cast out now. He's found a lovely looking spot against the island. Nice gentle lob into place. So the lead is now hit the bottom. The boom is just flailing around on the surface. And because Teddy is clipped his boom to Keith's boom, he's gradually bringing it back very gently. You can notice that both of them are separated by about a rod length. Keith is holding his rod away, the main rod, while Teddy gently brings back his boom with the main rig. Now the only thing that stayed in place is the lead. The lead is about a 4 to 6 ounce, depending on what strength of your rod is, but I think he's using 4 ounce, and it stayed put in that one area. So Teddy's now pulled it in. He's going to unclip his winch rod, and that'll be the winch rod finish now. That's all they use the winch rod for. So when Keith cast out, what Teddy had done is he had the bow line open, and he was just keeping his finger on the spool, so no line would fly off everywhere. So when Keith made the cast, then it would peel line off on the winch rod as well. All you got to be careful of is tangles on the top of the winch rod. Hence the reason cutting down an old butt section is fantastic. That's exactly the best way to do it, but Keith's using an old pike rod. So now it's made redundant, the winch rod. Keith is now hooking on his live bait. I think he's using circle hooks on the recommendation of Ted. Again, me and Keith are both new to this. He's put a bait flag over the top of the hook to keep the bait on. Now Ted is lowering the live bait very gently into the water. There we go, well away from the rod. And then what Keith's doing is he's slowly drawing the live bait and the rig back into place, back to where he originally cast it, because the lead is stayed put on the bottom. Now the lead would have a large bore run ring. Most people use plastic bores. I certainly use plastic run rings for when I'm pike fishing and so on and so forth, but with this type of fishing you're better off using ceramic. You can buy ceramic run rings. You can just buy normal ceramics, but an actual ceramic run ring you can buy from Catfish Pro, and that's what we're using at the moment. I find they're absolutely fantastic. The ceramic run rings look very similar to what a rod tip would look like. You know, any of the rods, you know, the eyes on a rod basically. So what Keith's doing is just tightening up the rig very gently so it doesn't pull the lead out of position. He's now put the rod onto the pod. Okay, and then he's just tightening up using my bait runner, because he's doing this with my rods. He's just tightening up with a bait runner until he gets the rig, which is called a tipper rig, into the right position. So half of the boom of the tipper rig is under the water, and the other half, the tip section, is sticking out of the water with the lead on the bottom. The rig, the actual rig, the hook link material, is coming out the top of the tipper rig. So as you can see, thumbs up from Keith, all done.